Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's talk about one of the more extreme examples of censorship following the current war in Ukraine. That being the recent decision by the Space Symposium to censor the name of the first man to ever enter space. That man, of course, being Yuri Gagarin, specifically because he was Russian. This is because the Space Symposium had an adult fundraising event named after him, known as Yuri's Night, which they chose to rename due to, quote, current world events. Now, the statement that the name of this particular event was changed has been removed. Fortunately, though, there is an archive of what they originally wrote, and allow me to read it to you. As it says, quote, "In the light of current world events, the 2022 Space Foundation Yuri's Night is renamed a celebration of space discover what's next. The focus of this fundraising event remains the same, to celebrate human achievements in space while inspiring the next generation to reach for the stars." So yes, the Space Symposium apparently believes that the best way to celebrate human achievements is to change the name of this particular celebration and fundraising event, specifically because the man that it was named after, the first man once again to make it to space, was Russian. Do I really need to explain just how disgusting and vile a decision this was? I do not believe it is acceptable to discriminate against someone based on their ethnicity. Yuri Gagarin has absolutely nothing to do with the recent Russian invasion of Ukraine. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say that the vast majority of Russian people living today have nothing to do with that current conflict. Criticizing the Russian government for what has happened is understandable and I would even argue warranted. Criticizing the Russian people of today, who have very little to no control over what the government does, is nonsensical and unwarranted. Criticizing historical Russian figures exclusively because they are Russian is evil and should be condemned. In fact, to double back, criticizing the Russian people of today just because they are Russian is also evil and should be condemned. Again, say what you will about the Russian government itself and the folly of its decisions. That said, I don't see the justification for condemning the Russian people themselves exclusively on the grounds that they are Russian. And given this recent decision by the Space Symposium to change the name of a fundraising event meant to celebrate human achievements in space, just because the man that it was named after, Yuri Gagarin, the first man to make it to space, was Russian. How is this not a blinding example that the condemnation itself being made by the establishment in the West is not towards the Russian government, it is towards being Russian at all? How is this not blatant and obvious hatred being directed against a specific group of people? And to the folks within the establishment who seem to think that this is a good idea, how do you think the Russian government is going to react? Because you've just handed them a fantastic propaganda piece, as they can simply sit there and say to the Russian people, with absolute honesty now, thanks to the establishment of the West, that it's not the Russian government itself that's being condemned and targeted right now, but rather the ordinary Russian citizen instead. The fact that the establishment in the West seems intent on canceling Russianism is a fantastic propaganda victory for Putin, and I am concerned that it will cause things to escalate further. Now, of course, for those curious, I will be leaving a link in the description below to an archive of this little news story, so you can check it out for yourself if you should so desire. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.